The 6th Tissot Superpole race of the 2022 World SBK season gets underway. Bautista's outdragged Michael Ruben Rinaldi already, so picks off his teammate in the run down towards turn number 1. He's got through on Jonathan Rea as well. Under braking then for the first turn, heavy braking. Andrea Locatelli tries to get alongside Michael Ruben Rinaldi, who blocks him out. Philip Ertl, I think that was running on at turn 1, has gone straight through the cut through and now through the slalom. It's Toprak Razgatlioglu who leads the way. Dust kicked up at the back of the field. Someone must have run over the curb and a little bit beyond it as well in sector 1. It's Razgatlioglu from Rea then. It's Bautista in 3rd. Michael Ruben Rinaldi this time with a better start to the race. He's stuck right up there, and another Ducati right in behind. Good start from Axel Bassani. Exactly what he needs to do to make sure he's up on the front couple of rows of the grid for race 2 this afternoon. So decent start from the Ducatis, but compared to race 1, Michael Ruben Rinaldi in particular one to watch. This is Scott Redding beginning to recover. He's now up into 12th position. A few places for him to go to try and get to his fellow BMW man, Loris Baz, who sits in 9th. That would be for a place on the 3rd row of the grid, where, of course, Scott Redding started up in P7. Alex Lowes has come to grief, and what a shame for Lowes as his run of consecutive top 10 finishes that stretches back since race 2 in Assen comes to an end. What was already set to be a difficult day for him has got that much tougher.
Yeah, and you just see there just loses the front through there and just maybe a bit too fast through turn 10, trying to stay with Locatelli in the early stages of that lap, having been overtaken, but a tough weekend for Lowes with that illness. And then now it's about trying to just recap and get yourself ready for the afternoon race. We've got 2.5 laps to go. It's into the next series of corners, into turns 15 and 16. Jonathan Rea was really strong yesterday. That's where he was making the moves on Toprak. So it's from the exit of this corner up underneath the bridge. This is where Rea's strong.
Jonathan Rea has gained in all of the 0.8 of a second advantage that Toprak Razgatlioglu mustered in the early stages and found his way through under the bridge to hit the front. Razgatlioglu then relegated to 2nd. Can Toprak respond? In the slipstream with 2 to go. Toprak's going to be late on the brakes. Toprak's very late on the brakes, and Jonathan Rea was well and truly aware that he was there. So now it's going to be the cutback from Rea and down the hill through 3 and 4, but then it's single file, and Toprak lives to fight another day. Good work from Toprak Razgatlioglu. Toprak is pushing absolutely to the maximum here, throwing caution to the wind as ever. He runs a little bit off the line. Jonathan Rea almost squeezes through. 2 very different racing lines between the two of them there. We saw yesterday in race 1 that Rea does have the pace advantage coming off the final turn, but Toprak is so much stronger on the brakes in towards turn 1. We'll see if he can sweep back around Rea here. Rea very aggressive at the start of the final lap, and Jonathan Rea's got the move done. Toprak Razgatlioglu did not have the answer.
Yeah, once you take that inside line, the other rider has no real chance of attacking back. Toprak doing it here, though.
Toprak, as they come down the hill through 3 and 4, scything his way through on the inside. I don't think I've ever seen anyone make a pass at the Autodrom Most in our 3 previous races, of course, last season, and the 2 so far this weekend. Rea then will try to respond.
Yeah, that comes from Rea having sacrificed the exit of turn 2. It opens up the corner for Toprak to be able to get in the gas early, carry the momentum through the next couple of corners. That's what made that move. But for Jonathan Rea, it's going to be all about onto the bridge once again.
Turn 13 is where Toprak was able to make one of his moves, quite a signature yesterday. We'll now go towards turn 15 with Rea already almost up alongside Razgatlioglu, who moves to defend. Razgatlioglu with the leg dangling. Rea comes through. He's going to go through the gravel trap. Opportunity here for Bautista, who was 3.5 seconds down. Rea is going to rejoin the circuit. Toprak escapes away. Rea is going to be at a much lesser speed now than Bautista, who's going to come up at him quickly. Rea gets out of jail. Too much ground to cover for Bautista, but over 2 seconds made up by the number 19 Ducati. That was a big scare for Jonathan Rea.
Yeah, and for Toprak as well, the leg was dangling there very close to both riders, but it's Toprak that's going to be able to get it.
Toprak Razgatlioglu continues his rich vein of form with a 5th win in 3 rounds. Razgatlioglu victorious by 2.3 seconds in the end over Jonathan Rea. Alvaro Bautista completes the podium. What a frightful final lap as far as Rea was concerned. Let's see the action from that final lap again.
Yeah, you can see the leg there from Toprak, and he's trying to make his bike as wide as possible. That's something that's going to have annoyed Rea and taken away his attention really at that point. You can see that quick look over his shoulder. He wants to see where he's going to rejoin. He wants to see where Bautista is, and he immediately just gets on the gas to make sure he's able to still hold on to the 9 points. See how close they come to contact there as well with Toprak's leg.
Anything that race directors will be looking at there between the two of them?
Well, the reality of it is that we see riders dangle their legs all the time. It's an established practice, and that's what Toprak will certainly say as well.
I don't think it's what Jonathan Ray is saying. It was a scary moment there for him, that's for sure.
After you, I put that. Yeah, you were like, ooh. Next time I'm just going to it. It's hurting. It's hurting so much. Give it to me.